You're walking home. The sidewalk is wet and reflects the sickly yellow streetlights. You just left him. The date was fine. Good enough. You laughed when he did. You kept his attention. But now the air is cold and the familiar knot of anxiety is tightening right beneath your ribs. You replay the goodbye. Did you linger too long? Did you say too much? You sent the follow-up text, light and perfect, 5 minutes ago. You're waiting for the buzz, for the certainty, for the signal that he sees you, he wants you, and he's choosing you, because underneath that silence, there's a deeper fear. You always end up pouring your best self into the man who never pours his commitment back. You're not just waiting for a text, you're waiting to be chosen. You are chasing the one who doesn't choose you back. You're not here for platitudes. You're here for the surgical truth. In this video, we're going to dissect this brutal pattern. We will unpack why you are drawn to men who don't fully claim you, what this has to do with your nervous system and your earliest blueprints for love, and most crucially, how to begin breaking this cycle without shutting your tender heart down. We look at depth psychology here. We explore the female psyche not as a mystery, but as a map that shows where you learned to overgive and underreceive. I'm obsessed with the patterns women carry into love and how we can turn them from self-abandonment into self-respect. You're sitting there thinking, why am I like this? You recognize the behaviors. You are the emotional architect planning the future he hasn't even agreed to. You lower your voice and soften your demands because you fear his departure more than you value your own clarity. You justify his low effort with high excuses. He's busy. He's damaged. He needs me to wait. You mistake the anxiety of the chase for the excitement of chemistry. Be honest with yourself for a second. Does calm attention feel meh, while unpredictable men feel intoxicating? When he finally throws you a crumb of attention, it feels like an overwhelming reward. It feels like victory. But here's the truth. That feeling isn't love. That's temporary relief from withdrawal. You are not crazy. You are not broken. This isn't random. It's psychology. You are simply operating on a learned script of love as scarcity. Let me explain why your body keeps pulling you toward men who make you feel anxious. This is a lesson in attachment trauma. Your nervous system, in your earliest experiences, learned that the most vital human need, connection, was unpredictable. It was often conditional. It was sometimes there, then suddenly withdrawn. This created an anxious attachment style. In attachment theory, we talk about 4 main styles of bonding in relationships: secure, anxious, avoidant, and anxious-avoidant. Right now, we're focusing on the anxious style because that's the one that makes inconsistency feel like chemistry. And it's the one that keeps you chasing men who don't fully choose you back. For the anxious attacher, consistency feels boring. Clarity feels suspicious. So when a man texts you every morning, you start to wonder what's wrong with him. But when a man takes hours or days to respond, your body lights up. You start working harder, dressing up more, crafting the perfect replies. You mistake the spike of anxiety for proof that he must be special. Just notice if your body reacted to that. Did that sound uncomfortably familiar? What feels familiar and paradoxically safe is the frantic cycle of pursuit and retreat. Your brain associates the stress hormones, cortisol and adrenaline, with the high-stakes effort required to finally win the love you are deprived of. The emotionally unavailable man is the perfect trigger. He mirrors the parent or person who was emotionally inconsistent, and your inner child leaps into action, believing, if I can just fix this man, I can finally fix that original feeling of not being chosen. You don't actually want him. You want the feeling of safety and self-worth, that you believe his eventual commitment will grant you. Here's the massive cost of this pattern. You are abandoning yourself to be chosen by someone else. Every day you wait for him, you teach your soul that your own wants, your desire for clarity, respect, and commitment are secondary to his comfort and availability. The only way out of the anxiety is to interrupt the pattern with radical self-choice. This requires replacing the addiction to his uncertainty with a commitment to your own certainty. You stop chasing him the moment you become more committed to your boundary than you are to his presence. Here are 3 concrete shifts you can implement this week. Number 1, the 24 to 48-hour pause on projection when you feel the urge to chase, text, or emotionally analyze his distance. Stop. Close your eyes and name the part of you that is driving the action. This is my younger self trying to earn love. For the next 7 days, practice a 24 to 48-hour pause. You're not ignoring him, you're refusing to abandon yourself. The shift. Every time you fantasize about the future with him, stop and redirect that beautiful, powerful energy back to your own life. Plan your own trip. Start your own project. Focus on one goal that only you can achieve. Put your phone in another room for 20 minutes and let the urge move through your body without acting on it. Why it matters. This breaks the codependent habit of using a man as the object of your certainty. Number 2, introduce the non-negotiable boundary. You need a clear line that, when crossed, signals to your body that the audition is over. The shift. This week, enforce one non-negotiable boundary. It must be specific. Example, if you cancel plans on me less than 2 hours before we were supposed to meet, I will not reschedule. You must initiate the next plan. When he tests it, and he will, hold it, politely and firmly. What you say, I understand, but I can't do that. Let me know when you'd like to try for next week. If holding that line makes you feel physically sick, that's your nervous system detoxing from self-abandonment, not proof you're doing something wrong. Why it matters. This tests his character, his respect for you, and whether he is willing to elevate his effort to match your worth. Number 3, replace hope with observation. You confuse hope with evidence. You believe what he might be instead of what he is. The shift? Write down the clear, observable data of his behavior over the last 2 weeks, not his words, but his actions. Does he plan? Does he initiate contact equally? Does he keep his promises? Read the list back to yourself. If you had a daughter you adored, would you tell her to accept this level of effort? This is not a verdict, it is clarity. You are not emotionally abandoning the relationship. You are choosing reality over delusion. You are not leaving this cycle because you are cold or done with love. You are leaving it because you are finally ready for real love. The pattern of chasing was simply how you learned to survive love when you were younger. But you are not that girl anymore. The woman you are becoming doesn't need to audition to be chosen. She is the chooser now, the chooser of men, of standards, of the pace of her own life. She knows her value is not found in his validation, but is inherent. She doesn't mistake ambiguity for depth. She recognizes that true chemistry is found in consistent clarity and mutual peace. The void you feel when he pulls away is not a signal that you need to chase him harder. It is the space you need to fill with your own profound, quiet self-worth. You were chosen the moment you decided to choose yourself first. Anchor that truth. Say it out loud, even if it feels awkward. I am the chooser now. If this analysis hit something tender, I want to know the part that hit you the hardest. Was it the anxiety of the chase, the hope, or the boundaries? Share that in the comments and then write, "I choose me," so we can anchor that shift together. And if you know you often become the therapist girlfriend, the woman who confuses fixing a man with loving him, my next video goes deep into that role and how to finally step out of it.